Well, hello everyone. Hello. I hope everyone is well. Where are you? New phone. I have to focus. I hope everyone is well. So you may ask, why in the world, Carolyn, are you sitting in what appears to be your living area with a coat on, your pom-pom hat, a scarf, actually I have two coats, and your gloves on hand? Well, I woke up yesterday morning and there was no heat in my home. And while I can deal with that in South Florida or in a warmer environment, but yesterday morning I woke up and it was 3 degrees Celsius. So if I can calculate that, that's like 36, 38 degrees. Mamma mia, that is cold. And so I reported the fault with the management company, and I actually left for the day and spent the night with somebody else because it's something that it's cold. It's cold. And so I've come back this morning to wait for the repair people and do a little bit of work, which I am doing right here. But before I start this conversation, let me show you what I'm looking at, because it might be cold, and there's no denying that. But here's a little tour of my home, but look, ooh, oops, 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 oops. Look, can you see? This is what I see. Pretty cool, right? I'm so blessed. So as I said, I woke up and it was cold. I was so cold that I just, I called a friend. I said, I'm coming. I can't stand this. And I threw my clothing over my pajamas to stay warm. And because no heat, no hot water. So that was pretty. Anyway, it's a lesson. It's all a lesson. And so I threw on my clothing over my pajamas. And then when I stayed where I was staying last night, all I had to do was peel off my clothing because the pajamas were underneath. But, quite often, especially on this journey, there are times, and it also applies to life, that you question, well, why the heck is this happening? Why did I do this? Why, Carolyn, did you put yourself in this position here? And I think you can spend all your time and energy wondering why, and question yourself. Or what I've come to learn is just to accept it and to try and figure out, okay, so what am I supposed to learn from this? And I know it sounds lame, but life really is all about lessons and learning lessons. And I've always worked on the premise that I want to be the best human being that I can be. So what was your lesson, Carolyn? So I dug deep on this one, and I realized that I depend very heavily on my sister for physical support, like who do I call, what do I do, and what, because while I lived here many years ago, it was many years ago, and things change and situations are different. And so I rely heavily on my sister, and I put pressure on my sister. And if you are watching this, and I'll point it out to you so you will watch it, I have learned that I cannot do that, but also I'm so grateful, and I've said this before in so many other videos, I'm really, really grateful, because along this journey, there are a lot of people that have helped me, and I recognize that. I recognized that in the very beginning. And these are moments when I recognize it even more. So that was one lesson that I've learned. And I suppose you probably have the same type of people that are your cheerleaders along the way. But I've learned that you can't put too much on somebody else. It's just not fair. And that was a big lesson. And the other lesson was, for me, was, okay, so you have to accept this, and you've got to stand tall on this. And I tend to not stand up for myself as much as I should. And I learned that lesson yesterday. And it's interesting for someone like me and maybe like you, because certainly I was taught that that isn't the ladylike thing to do, but there is a way of doing the standing up for yourself in the ladylike way, and that's what I've accomplished yesterday. And so, yay, Team Carolyn, bravo. So yeah, that's what's been my lesson. That's what I've been up to the last 24 hours. I'm waiting here, as I said, for repair people, and then I've got to go do some running around in the car where it's warm. Yay, car! And I continue on this journey. I wonder if you've had recent tests on your journey. And it's a matter of, what I've learned is a matter of just stopping, literally stopping, and just say, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? And what's the lesson? And how can I approach it in a way that is not dignified, but how can I approach it in a different way so that it doesn't upset me? Because really, it's just heat, Carolyn. Memo to self, Carolyn, it's just heat. And it's a journey. That's it. I'm going to get back to my work. I probably will be drinking more defrosting fluid. And I would love your comments below. Do you like my attire in the house? I wish everyone a good day. Stay well. See ya.